There's a silent killer under your hood. It doesn't wear out your tires. It doesn't leak onto your driveway. And it doesn't come with a check engine light until it's far too late. It's your engine oil, or more specifically, the wrong engine oil. You see, every year, thousands of drivers unknowingly pour liquid destruction straight into their engines, thinking they're doing the right thing. And by the time the damage becomes obvious, the only thing left to do is hand over thousands of dollars to a mechanic who just shrugs and says, "You used the wrong oil." In this video, I'm not just going to warn you about the worst engine oils still sold on store shelves. I'm going to name them. I'll break down the outdated formulations, the misleading labels, and the oils that claim to be high mileage safe, but are quietly destroying modern engines from the inside out. We'll also crush some persistent oil myths that have been circulating like bad advice at a barbecue, including one that's responsible for a $3,000 mistake most mechanics won't tell you about. This isn't about brand loyalty. It's about protecting your car, your wallet, and your sanity. And hey, before we dive headfirst into this greasy mess, take a second to hit that subscribe button. If you love your vehicle, or you just hate repair bills, you're going to want to stick with us. We drop deep dive content like this every week, and trust me, the tips you'll learn here will pay for themselves tenfold. Let's get into it. It all starts with a bottle that seems harmless, non-detergent oil. This relic from the 1950s somehow still sits on shelves today, waiting for unsuspecting buyers. Non-detergent oil was made for engines that didn't even have oil filters. It lacks cleaning agents. So when you pour it into a modern engine with tight tolerances, it doesn't clean, it clogs. Sludge forms, carbon builds up, and soon you're watching your engine suffocate on its own waste. Cleaning out sludge alone can cost you up to $1,200. But if it blocks critical oil passages or ruins internal parts, you're looking at a full rebuild or replacement, $4,000 to $7,000 easy. Then there's the issue of viscosity. Using the wrong viscosity oil is like putting the wrong blood type into a human body. If it's too thick, it moves like molasses, especially during cold starts, when 80% of engine wear occurs. Too thin, and it can't handle high heat or pressure, leading to metal-on-metal contact. Modern turbocharged engines, like Ford EcoBoosts or Mazda Skyactivs, demand fast-flowing oil to prevent catastrophic failures. Using 20-50 in one of these, that's not just bad, it's a mechanical death sentence. Here's the thing. Too many drivers assume that if it says motor oil, it's good for their motor. But oil is chemistry, it's engineering, it's compatibility. And using the wrong one is like installing a mismatched part. It doesn't just underperform, it actively harms your system. Now let's talk about one that really grinds my gears, API SG rated oil. This rating hasn't been recommended for vehicles made after 2001. And yet, it's still on shelves. Why? Because it's cheap to make, and some buyers don't know better. SG oils lack the modern detergents and anti-wear additives needed for newer engines. Use it in a 2015 Honda Civic or a 2020 Camry, and you're asking for sludge, increased friction, and potential emissions failure. Replace a catalytic converter because of it. That's another $3,000 down the drain. Quick break here. If this is opening your eyes and you never want to be caught off guard by misinformation, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Mid-video, I know, but we're just warming up. There's a lot more to cover, and this channel is where drivers get smart, not scammed. Now here's one that sounds helpful, until you learn the truth. High mileage oil. Sounds good, right? Made for cars with over 75,000 miles, loaded with seal conditioners to stop leaks and reduce wear. But here's the problem. Using it in a low-mileage engine can actually cause those very leaks you're trying to prevent. The additives swell up seals that didn't need swelling, and that pressure. It can crack soft gaskets, form sludge, and clog oil passages. What looks like a solution is sometimes the beginning of a $1,000 repair bill. It gets worse. Some recycled or re-refined oils, especially those without proper certification, can carry microscopic contaminants that act like sandpaper. If it's not API or ILSAC certified, it's gambling with your engine. Certification isn't a marketing gimmick. It's proof the oil has passed rigorous testing. No certification means no protection. It might break down prematurely, lose viscosity under heat, or fail to prevent wear. Haul for a few bucks in savings. That's not a deal. It's a trap. Another risky move. Diesel oil and gasoline engines. Yes, diesel oils have more zinc and stronger detergents. But that doesn't mean they're better. They're designed for completely different combustion processes. If your car's not designed to handle that level of detergent, you could foul your emission system and damage your catalytic converter. Again, that's a $2,000 to $3,000 mistake for thinking tougher means better. Always check your manual. If it doesn't say your car can use diesel oil, don't guess. Last, but perhaps most common, unbranded or generic oils. The mystery bottle at your discount parts store that looks like a bargain. But what's really in it? No one knows. The base oil might be poor quality. The additive package might be incomplete. And if there's no recognized certification label, you're pouring a science experiment into your engine. This is how engines die before their time. Cheap oil is the most expensive decision you can make. Your engine isn't just a machine. It's a complex, finely tuned ecosystem. Every component depends on another. Every movement is synchronized. And the oil. Think of it as the silent guardian of this ecosystem. The shield that protects against friction, heat, wear, and corrosion. When you pour the wrong oil into your engine, or oil that lacks the necessary modern additives and certifications, you're not just making a small mistake, you're inviting disaster. You might not see or hear it right away. The damage begins on a microscopic level. Tiny particles of sludge start to build up, coating the delicate surfaces inside your engine. Oil passages clog, pressure drops, and the metal components grind together with increasing aggression. Bearings wear down, seals crack, and combustion efficiency drops. What begins as a whisper of a problem soon becomes a roar. Rough idling, sluggish acceleration, overheating, and ultimately, catastrophic failure. And here's the brutal truth. The repair bills for engine damage caused by improper oil usage can be jaw-dropping. Thousands of dollars flushed away on repairs that could have been avoided with the right oil. Because now, you have the knowledge to make smart choices. You know that non-detergent oils belong in museums, not modern engines. You understand the critical importance of viscosity, how thick or thin your oil flows, and how using the wrong type can suffocate your engine or leave it unprotected. You see why outdated API ratings like SJ or older simply don't cut it anymore. Your engine deserves modern protection designed for today's high-tech machines. And you know that high-mileage oil isn't a one-size-fits-all solution. It's a specialized formula meant only for engines with over 75,000 miles. This knowledge transformed you from a passive consumer into a savvy car owner. It changes how you approach maintenance, how you shop for oil, and how you care for your vehicle's heart and soul. If you've gotten this far, I want to pause and say thank you for investing your time here. Learning the truth about engine oil isn't glamorous, but it's vital. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so now. This channel is dedicated to bringing you the real facts, busting myths, and helping you avoid costly mistakes that car manufacturers and repair shops won't always tell you about. By subscribing, you're joining a community of drivers who refuse to be blindsided by hidden dangers or slick marketing tactics. Together, we're smarter, safer, and more prepared to protect our investments on wheels. And don't stop here. Share this video with your family and friends. Chances are, someone you know is still using outdated oil or falling for dangerous myths that are quietly destroying their engine. Let's create a ripple effect, because spreading knowledge can save not just your engine, but theirs too. Remember, your car is only as healthy as the oil you put in it. Make every drop count. Drive smart, stay informed, and never underestimate the power of choosing the right engine oil. If this video helped you, even just a little, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We're here every week breaking down myths, saving you money, and protecting your ride. Be part of a smarter driving community.